Cancer, what's going on? Let's talk about your astrological placements before we jump into the tarot reading. So this is for Cancer risings and anybody with the sun in the first house. Most importantly, Cancer rising signs. Just make note, guys, that if you're watching a video for your tarot reading and you're a Cancer sun sign, you want to go and find out, use your time of birth to find out what your rising sign is, because your rising sign may not be the same as your sun sign. So just because you're a Cancer sun doesn't mean that you're a Cancer rising. Excuse me, I got a belch. Okay, so just keep that in mind as we go through these placements. And this is just a chart of where the planets are right now and where they're going to probably fall in your chart according to you being a Cancer rising and having Cancer on your first house cusp. And I am using a whole sign chart. So Cancer, I feel like I don't even have to go through this with you because I'm a Cancer, so I know what's been going on for Cancers. But hey, let's I feel like I know it so well. I don't even feel like going through it for Cancers and talking about all the stuff we've been going through. But let's talk about it. So we know we have the North Node in the first house. On this particular day I'm doing this reading, the moon is in the first house too. So you guys that are Cancers on August the 26th, you may be feeling really good on that Monday. And also the moon is on your sign on the day of the moon, because the moon does rule Mondays. So it's probably a pretty feel good day for you Cancers out there. But talking more, I'm not going to concentrate on the moon because this is for September. We kind of want to look at what's going on in September, or at least the beginning of September, and some of the longer term transits and where they're sitting at in your chart, not things that move so fast, because the moon moves through the signs at a rate of about 2 or 3 days, and then the moon's in another sign. So by the time we get into the September, the moon will have been long gone from Cancer. But right now we have these planets down here that are coming out of Leo, which was your second house, and going into the third house of Virgo. So that's Mars, the Sun, Venus, and Mercury will be in Virgo shortly. Mercury is at the last degrees of Leo right now. So you may have had some things with your money or your finances that you're actually straightening out and kind of putting behind you. So as those planets came through the second house of personal worth and finances, you may have a lot that had to do with your finances in August, that as you get through September and towards the end of September, you'll probably be on a better footing monetary wise. Also, you may be more social and you may be more communicative because, hey, Mercury's going into the sign of the rules, Virgo, in your third house. That is the third house of communication. It's the house of, they say short distance travel, but it's opposite the ninth. So you could have some long distance travel plans. And I wouldn't say long like you're going across the country, but I mean, going across the world, but you may have some plans we go across the country or something like that. So just travel plans, and you'll find yourself more active as we get into Virgo season, as we get into September. And you may meet some valuable people through these travels and through these communications. So communication will be the key to opening up some things for you in the month of September, Cancer. Just communicate, and stay in touch. Stay in touch with people and get out of your shell, get out of your home. We have Sagittarius that has gone direct in the sixth house, which is good. It's good for Cancers health-wise and work-wise. You guys may have been going through some health challenges. You may have had just like a lot of pressures in your career with that Jupiter being retrograde in Sagittarius, and now it is going direct. I think things will go smoother for you. And I think as we get, and I'm sorry guys, sometimes I'm not moving on the screen because I'm just looking at the screen talking, and I forget I'm doing a screen share. So when I was talking about the communication in the third house, you may also have some get-togethers with your family, your siblings, and things like that, with the third house being the house of brothers and sisters, and even some fights, some quarrels, some issues. So it may be some things going on there with the family, or you may be communicating with a family member more so, specifically a sibling. And that includes close cousins and things like that, more than you were doing in previous months. And when I talk about these planets, that's down here. So we have the sign of Virgo on your third house cusp. We have Venus that's in Virgo. It's a little bit ahead of Mars, but it's conjuncting Mars there. we have the sun that's in the beginning stages of Virgo, and then we have, if you look, the dash for Mercury is still here in Leo, and Leo's about around the 25th degrees today, so that'll be moving to Virgo down in the third house pretty soon. And then when I was talking about Jupiter in Sag in your sixth house of work and health, just the daily things that you do, so you may even be thinking about doing something more spiritual, giving back, volunteering, all of that kind of good stuff. And I feel like this Jupiter, as it moves through Sagittarius, now it is a planet that takes some time to move. It's not a quick moving planet, so it'll take some time to get to Capricorn. But I think you'll feel that your relationships get much more stable. There'll be commitments. There'll be some things that Saturn and Pluto is working on in that 12th house. So it's all about yourself and your and how you operate in relation to other people, where you see yourself relative to the world and relative to other people. I think you've been doing a lot of that, and just having meaningful partnerships in your life. I think Pluto and Saturn going through your fourth, fifth, sixth, and getting up to that seventh house has really rearranged some long-time relationships and long-time things that have been in your life to bring something that is more suitable, appropriate, and stable. A really good foundation that's going to be around and last for a long time, with Saturn working its magic in Capricorn, and with Pluto being over there in Capricorn. So just that energy there, where it's all about relations and your relationship to other people, and how you view yourself and what direction you're going in, and recognizing the things that separate you from other people, but then recognize the need to have stable and valuable partnerships in your life. We've got Neptune up in Neptune is still in Pisces. Let me see, is Neptune retrograde? So Neptune is retrograde in Pisces. So you guys may have had some confusion with even travel plans. So if you've been making travel plans and things like that, and I don't have my ephemeris right here to see when Neptune is going direct, so I can't tell you that, but your travel plans, it'll be sometime before the end of the year. Your travel plans should free up a bit. So if you've been trying to make travel plans and you couldn't do those stuff, or you've been thinking what direction you want to go in spiritually, or education, or just something related to some sort of far-reaching or far-off concept or foreign concept, you should have some more clarity for that as we get closer to it. Neptune going direct, and I don't know when it goes direct, and I don't want to make you guys wait because I have no idea where my ephemeris is to even tell you. Is it anywhere around here? Let me see. Let me see if my ephemeris is around. 1 second, guys. No, my ephemeris is somewhere where I would have to go find it. So we'll talk about Neptune going direct next time. And then we have Chiron in the 10th house. So I think you guys are working your way as you incorporate higher education, spirituality, just finding your place in life, with the North Node sitting in Cancer right now. So although you may not be a Cancer North Node, you're going to have many people out there who are different North Nodes and South Nodes. The North Node being in Cancer right now, regardless of what your North Node is shining a light on you to move towards your destiny. And Chiron in Aries is gonna really help you in the career your place in the world. So I don't want to just say career. I mean what it is that you really, really want to do, and how people perceive you, and the recognition that you get through that. With Chiron up here in Aries in the 10th house, and then the North Node in Cancer, because that's squaring each other. So Chiron and that North Node are making a square in that first and that 10th house. And then we have Uranus and Taurus, transformations in your friendship groups, changes in your friendships groups and your associations. So I feel like there's just a lot going on in September and throughout the rest of the year that's moving you more towards your destiny, moving you more towards your social circles, your relationships that you're supposed to be in. Because if you look at the areas, and for another sign this was a little similar, the areas where this was falling for them, it's in the relationship houses, your place in the world, how people view you, your friendships and associations. And Uranus and Taurus, the 11th house is a house of good fortune, goodwill. So it's a good place to have Uranus right now to really transform your life into something better and stable and something you can really count on and depend on more so than you could before. So, guys, this is just a chart of where the current planets are. This isn't any aspects as it relates to what's in your natal chart. This is just giving you the energy of where the planets are in your life right now and what's going to become important. So communication, getting out, meeting people, talking to people, coming out of your shell, solidifying stable relationships, taking those relationships to the next level, the committed level. If it's not going to be good relationships, letting those relationships go and coming more into your destiny when it comes to the work you do, how you give back, your spirituality, how people see you and your destiny in the world with the North Node in Cancer and Chiron up there in your 10th house in Aries. And you'll do that through a lot of your friendships and associations and some of these more stable bonds that you build over here with Pluto and Capricorn in your 7th house of partnerships. So, and it's definitely a good thing to have Jupiter in the sign that rules Sag going direct, so you can just head on, deal with any health issues, deal with anything that's going on, career things. You can deal with all of that stuff. And when I say career, I mean kind of like the work you do every day, even if it's not really the career you want to be in. So you have some energy there bringing you good luck and good things. Stay on top of your health and your issues, because Jupiter always expands. It's a benefic, so it could expand negative things and good things. So you just don't want to do too much. No overeating, over drinking, overworking, over volunteering, none of that stuff. But if you temper it with balance, Jupiter's going to bring you really good things in Sagittarius in that 6th house. So of health and your mundane day-to-day things that you do, because that house is ruled by Virgo. So it's going to get there's going to be a lot of energy in those areas of your chart. So just remember, it's going to be a very communicative month, a lot of passions, a lot of communication with folks, with all of these planets moving into your 3rd house of Virgo. So just keep those things in mind. Keep your friendships in mind, your home life, just having a balance on everything throughout the month, and really your inner thoughts, trying to find your direction and go in the direction that you are meant to go in this life. That's what a lot of this is really about. Your homes, your relationships with other people, your interactions with other people, your communications with other people in the workplace and personal family relationships, how you view and value yourself, and in your partnerships. And of course, taking care of yourself for good health, and giving back and finding fulfillment in the everyday work that you do. So Cancer, I wish you guys the best. September. I think you're going to have a great rest of the year. Wishing all my Cancers, my fellow Cancer brethrens out there, the best. And stay tuned, guys. Your tarot reading is coming up. Yes, Cancers, what's up? What's up? Are you guys ready to go into a great fall? I'm a summer baby. I am a Cancer, but I love when that fall weather is coming. You could smell the season about to change, although the season doesn't technically change until the end of the month. Virgo season in September kind of ushers in, the next season. So the astrology is going to be in the beginning of the video, just to let you know the planetary energy and what's going on specifically for you Cancer risings out there. But Cancer, I know you are looking forward to rounding the year up, making it through, accomplishing your goals, getting your money correct, settling issues and all that kind of stuff, and just wiping the slate clean with new energies and coming into some new adventures and new surprises coming towards the end of the year. So I just did Gemini's reading. I did Aries and Taurus, but I just did Gemini. So I'm just want to shuffle the cards a little bit, get some Cancer energy on these cards. If you guys are interested in any of the crystals that you see, make sure you visit Earth Sky Star and comment and like the videos to make sure my videos keep circulating. It seems like the old tarot readers don't get the hits or the views that some of the new ones do. I think when you're new, they kind of like push your channel. And I know my views aren't that high because I don't post on a regular basis, which I try to get better with. And I do these readings in person for people. I like to read people in person. Sometimes posting these to the net get a little tedious. So I'm not always the best with keeping up with posting regular readings, but we'll see how that goes and what happens. You guys are just trying to get your emotional life together. I see that right off the top. Cancer, which for Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces is always important. And it's an everyday struggle to keep those emotions in check and keep those emotions right. So let's see what's going on for Cancers as we get into September and the rest of the year. And let's just do that. Ooh. And I will take it. And let's see what's going on for you guys. Oh, great. Awesome. And I'm telling you, different stuff has been coming out for every sign. These are 2 cards that I got in the Taurus and the Aries reading, no, and the Gemini reading, but I'm getting them in a different position for you. I'm getting them right side up. But Cancers, you guys, like I said, getting yourself together emotionally. You got to let go of that sense of lack or that sense that you don't have what you deserve, or that you didn't get it off, or you missed out on something, because I'm seeing so much good going on in this spread that I think you guys kind of got to wake up and smell the coffee. 1 second, guys. Okay. So it's so many good things. There's so many good things when it comes to how you're seeing yourself, when it comes to some of the things you're doing and the actions you're taking. It's good things coming to you. It's good things in store for you, for yourself, and for your relationship. There's going to be a fulfilling relationship offer that comes in. Something that's been a long time coming. It's something you might have been waiting for. It could be with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I'm also getting water signs here. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But something stable and something worthwhile and significant coming in the partnership areas of your life. And I think in the home realm, you're just trying to decide what you want to do and what direction you want to go through with family and home. So you guys may be out there looking for houses. I talked about in the other videos, excuse me, I have to burp. Excuse me. So I talked about in the other videos there being a theme of moving and moving on for most of the signs. So that doesn't necessarily mean moving physically. It just means moving on mentally, spiritually, moving forward, getting rid of negative thoughts, negative relationships, negative people in your life, and just moving to more positive shores and more positive areas, and looking at all your hard work and the good things that you do for people and the good things that you've done, looking at that coming into fruition with fulfillment and happiness in your relationship life and fulfillment and happiness in your career life. So you're making choices in your career for new opportunities. So I think a lot of you guys, Cancers out there, are applying for new jobs, looking for new jobs. You want to go in that next direction in your career, and I feel like you're going to have an opportunity that presents itself come in, but you don't want to be fearful. You don't want to fear that opportunity is coming, or fear that there's a lack. I think that's how you really feel inside, and that may keep you for going for what it is that you know that you want. But you just have to go for that. You have to go for that in your relationship, and you have to go for it in your career, because I'm telling you, good things are going to be coming in. Something really, really good is going to present itself when it comes to yourself and your relationships with other people, your close romantic relationship. There'll be, it looks like a family out there, even kids. Some of you guys may be trying to not get married, having kids and things of that nature, completing that chapter in your life and finally getting there with the offer that's a long time coming. And again, you guys out there may be with some Cancer with some towards Virgos or Capricorns or something coming in like that. But there's some stability coming in when it comes to a relationship. And this might not all come to fruition in September, but this is where the ball is. This is the direction it's going to be heading in, and what you'll see this stuff start to come in as we September will be the start, but as we go through the rest of the year, you may see yourself forming different partnerships and alliances with different people in relationships at home and relationships at work. So that's what's really going on in September for you Cancers. So that's pretty exciting. And like I said, I know a lot of Cancers are looking forward to that next chapter, looking forward to any offers that are coming in, offers of emotion. So when these offers come in, I feel like it's an offer of a lot of love, a lot of emotion, and a lot of happiness when it comes to the relationship and the job front. You just don't want to be doing self-sabotaging yourself, dreaming of a lack or what you have to get rid of, or worrying about what you have to let go, or some piece of stability or money you may have to let go to get something more stable because it's coming in. So small losses lead to bigger gains. And I was just telling Gemini that in that video, like they had an energy of things going out, but things coming in. And Cancer, you have an energy of a lot coming in, and the only place where you lack or that's holding you back or you think you don't have is in your mind. And that's the way that you're sabotaging yourself. That's the self-sabotage, because in the real world and what's tangible, I see that you have a lot to be happy for and a lot that's coming in. So if there's a sense of lack or a sense of not having, I feel like that's in your thoughts, in your mind, and that's what's plaguing your mind. There may be some mental issues or troubles that you can't quite get rid of, and I think that's what you're going to be working on. Also in the relationship realm, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. It could either be Scorpio or Taurus, because I got the Scorpio card for the 7th house as well, and the Aries card in the 10th. So a lot of your career is going to have to do with doing what you're passionate about. You guys may be wanting to go in a more artistic and passionate direction. So maybe some of you guys out there are painters or something like that. But I think you're feeling really passionate. Maybe some of you guys out there do tarot readings, like what I'm sitting here doing. Maybe some of you guys are wanting to get more spiritual and religious, or you're going in that direction. You're just being more adamant about being more creative with your career and opening up the possibilities, having a lot of drive when it comes to the career and when it comes to the home life as well. So I think your dreams are going to get fulfilled in a sense when it comes to your home life, your partnerships, what you're looking for. Anything that ties into your home and career, I think is going to be great. I think if you guys are looking for a home, you're looking for that next career endeavor, is really going to be good. You just want to take the bull by the horns. You have got to have that Aries energy and just push forward and be a badass, no nonsense, nobody can tell you anything, kick ass and take names later kind of thing. And with the relationship, I think that there's been some difficulty getting to this happiness that you want to get to, but I truly, truly think it's coming. I think as we get through the months of Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio months, you will start to see new opportunities and relationships unfold. You will get your just dues as far as a relationship goes, and it's going to be somebody that you have a very, very deep connection with. It may be a deep and passionate connection with as well. You are not going to be going for any side affairs, anything that's completely primal. It's like the passion, and the passion's got to come with the stability. It's got to come with guarantees. It's got to come with opportunity. And I think it's going to be a very deeply connected opportunity. I think it's going to be a balance of emotion and stability, emotion and finances. I think it's going to be a really good partnership for you. And again, stop thinking of lack when it comes to your possessions and what you have. You just got to take the bull by the horns and go for what you want. So if you want that next position, if you want to rise in your career, if you want to change careers, I mean, anything is possible right now. And I think all of the outcomes from what I'm seeing on the table are going to be good. So even in a relationship, there may be some difficulty, and it may take you getting being very vulnerable with another person to get to this happy place, because I did get quincunx, which represents some sort of difficulty, some sort of challenge to get to where you need to go. So the happiness is not going to necessarily come easy or come quick. It's going to come after some deep soul searching and making some really deep ties and connections with your partner. So again, this could be a Scorpio that's going to bring a relationship in. And it's going to be intense and it's going to be passionate. Someone may even have a secret crush on you that they've had for a while. This thing may have been going on for 5 months. It may have been going on for a while where somebody is really, got their eye on you, and they're going to come to you and say, hey, I've been feeling like this for a while, and this is what I want to present for you, and this is what I want from present to you, and this is what I want from you. And it may be something very valuable, something that really lets you take things to that next level and realize your dreams. Because I feel like the relationship may even tie into your career, your home. So you guys may be moving in together. There may be some real talks of, hey, let's just do this. Let's get married. Let's move in together. Let's start a family and let's start a business. Let's do this business together. So like some serious new opportunities are going to be in the works for you Cancers. But right this moment, you may be going through some difficulties and it may not be easy, but I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. So it's just going to be, it's going to be a deep connection. I see that. I've got the Scorpio card here, and I've got the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And if I'm not mistaken, the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, is that the Virgo or the Taurus? Let me see. Just give me a second, guys, because I forget sometimes what the actual signs, some of the signs that's denoted to the card. So let's see. Knight of Pentacles. Let's see what zodiac sign the Knight of Pentacles is. Let me see. Bear with me, Cancers. Bear with me. I'm just going to give you just a little bit more specifics about the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is the air and the earth aspect. So that's air and earth. So the Knight of Pentacles card combines the energies of the fiery Aries and Taurus. So it is the Taurus card. And I'm just going to go to another site because I just want to verify. So let's see. Just give me a second because I just like to check more than one source, especially if it's something I don't recall, just to make sure we got it right. So, come on. Don't tell me every card is telling me that the major arcana, but we want the Knight of Pentacles. So actually, another site is telling me the Knight of Pentacles is a Virgo. Let's see. So another site is saying Virgo. So let's just check one more site for a tiebreaker. Because sometimes different sites or different people may attribute different signs to the cards. So I kind of go with, what the cards correlate to for me. And also kind of like with the majority, so what most sites say that it is. So let's just see. We got air and earth again. I think that was the same site. Go to another one. And I'm just going to put, 1 second, guys. Okay. Yeah, the Knights are fire and earth. So the Knight of Pentacles are fire and earth. Let's find out more specifically. It's not Aries. It's not Taurus, because Taurus is, I thought Taurus was more so the king of pentacles. That's why I had to look this up, because I thought Taurus was the king. So this is going to be Virgo. You could be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, but I would say Taurus and Virgo stand out, Cancer, because we have the Virgo, which is the Knight of Pentacles. It's Leo and Virgo. I've seen on one site Aries and Taurus. I see on one site Leo and Virgo. So let's say Leo, Virgo, Taurus, or Aries. Any of those signs could be particularly important in your life, Cancer. So that's just what's going on there. And then let's put the next layer of cards. Creation. I got this creation. Taurus may be important because I got this creation card for Taurus in their 7th house, but I'm getting this in your first. So you're looking to create yourself, recreate your persona, recreate who you are. Cancer, you guys may be thinking of some things that have to do with your looks. Pregnancy is a big theme. I got in the 4th house card. So this could be bringing a new child into the home, a woman in the home being pregnant, expanding the family from 3 to 4, from 2 to 3. Here's the pregnant woman, and we've got creation. So creation, when it comes to the self, is a recreation of the self, doing something new with the self, recreating our looks, our will, our direction, what we want to do in life. And then I got faith in the 4th house, which shows a pregnant woman on the card. So this is Mother Nature, faith. This is being a mother. And we got Pisces, which is a sign as it's the fish card. Pisces represents the fish. Fish are about kids. Here's the fish on the card. So I am predicting we've got some pregnant cancers. We've got some cancers that are with Pisces. You may be with a Scorpio, or you may be with a Taurus, Virgo, Leo, or Aries. So that's what's going on with that. But I'm definitely predicting some pregnancies that are coming. And we got abundance. I got this in another spread as well. You guys just saw me shuffle this deck. And I talked about in the abundance spread, this being about pregnancy as well, because she's holding that cat like a baby. And this is in the 7th house. So you've got something. Somebody is bringing in some earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or it could be Scorpio, Leo, or Aries, is bringing in some relationship abundance. Your relationships situation is definitely going to change. And what's going to get your career where you need to go is just the self-reflection. You got to self-reflect. Aries is all about the self. And I got this for Gemini too. So there may be a Gemini there to help you out in your career. Maybe you're collaborating with a Gemini or Aries. But I really feel like it's taking a bull by the horn and realizing you are the shit. And you got everything to make your dreams, emotions, and wishes come true when it comes to your career and how people see you. So I think you are improving your image and reflecting and just exposing yourself to people more. Exposing yourself to people more, putting yourself out there more, and opening up more. I think you're discovering a whole new life and personality as we go into September and the end of the year. And the fears that you have about home and house and stability shouldn't be fears at all, because through your action and through the positive things that you do, you'll be able to wipe out these fears when it just comes to your stability in your home, thinking about the past, the memories, the mother and the father, children. So that's a big thing when we talk about house and home and your background. So you may be spending a lot of time at home. You guys may be getting into if you like cooking, taking care of kids. I feel like kids and home is a big thing for the reading. Again, we got the number 6. 6 has been really strong in the readings. 2 has been strong in the readings as well, but I don't see a lot of 2s here on the table. I do see the 4s, the 6s, and the 8s. I have Scorpio and the number 8, self-reflection. I got these same 2 cards in Taurus's reading and Gemini's reading. And every card that you got from this particular deck right here, I've got in the 3 readings I've already done. So you may be blending many different styles and things together to make your life what you want it to be, Cancer. I see a heavy theme of that. So now let's just get some advice on all of that. But I'm telling you, I see wonderful things. This is probably the best reading I've done. I've done Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. This is probably the best reading I've done out of all that. I see your fears aren't going to be holding you back. The things that usually plague your mind aren't going to be holding you back. There's going to be a level of confidence that you guys have as we go into the end of the year. You are going to change what people think about you. You're really going to step up to the plate when it comes to your career. You guys may be pregnant. You may getting in relationships, getting married. Maybe you guys may have never thought that's happening, but it's going to happen so fast. It's going to make your head spin. And then there's going to be kids that come out of the relationship and come into the home because of it. Your child could even end up being a Pisces. But I see a lot with pregnancy, the home, kids coming in, a lot about that. And a stable relationship coming because of it. And you guys had a lot of passion in that relationship, and that passion brought some kids forth. So I definitely see that. And I said brought some kids forth, and then I happen to look down at the fourth house card. So that your home is going to be things changing within your home is going to be what's going on. And I think you're going to see the abundance in the area of relationships and partnerships once you really put yourself out there and step up and step out. So I think a lot of that's going to be changing when it comes to your home life and your personal life, Cancer. So let's just get some guidance in these areas just to cap the reading off. So let's see. So Ace of Winter. So this is about the self, and just talks about not being discouraged, because new communication, something's going to happen out of the blue. Communication is going to come. You're going to meet somebody. Something is going to happen that makes it very clear to you mentally that what I'm saying is true, and that the direction in your life is about to start to change, and things are going to happen. And the Ace of Winter says, don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. And that's what I've been talking about. Taking the bull by the horns. Amazing new ideas. Communicate. Speak your mind. Be true to who you are. If you have ideas, because we have this creation here. If you have ideas, they're going to be new ideas and new creations that just come out of you, that come to your thoughts, that come to you mentally. And although it may be challenging, it may seem like a challenge, trust me, it's going to be all good and bring nothing but happiness and fulfillment. And then for the fourth, we got the Princess of Autumn. And I think you guys are going to go from being single or being alone or maybe without child in certain situations to having everything you need and having that abundance and having this opportunity come in. I feel like you have been worried about money. You've just been worried about doing things on your own and different things like that, and not having abundance and just alone. A lot of themes of just the number one and doing for self. But I feel like different things are going to change in your life now to show you that you're financially stable in the home and that you can take care of this family. And the Princess of Autumn says, happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. So things are going to start changing. And like I said, you're going to have some great things when you need that little prodding to get going, but when you take the initiative, you are going to do amazing things in your career, and it's going to in turn help your home life. So you're going to have the abundance. You are going to be able to take care of this family, and it may be through a spiritual nature or spiritual way. I feel like a lot of Cancers, when I'm on YouTube, a lot of times when I watch the readings, a lot of people that read are Cancers, and I feel like we're very spiritual. I know you got your real people, you got your fake people, but I think Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, especially Cancer and even Scorpio, a lot of times with Scorpio is even more so intellectual, but Cancers feel so deeply. I'm not surprised to see that a lot of readers on here are Cancers. So just know you're going to be stable in your home, and whatever your family needs to support it, you're going to have it. And it's because of plans you put in motion, things you have worked on, It's going to be because of directions you have taken, based on the skills and the gifts that you have. And I feel a lot of this is in a spiritual or religious nature. It's just going to go your way. And I also got the six of winter, I think, for Taurus in the same position, either Gemini or Taurus in the same position for the seventh house. And this just talks about moving on to a new offer, lightening up, letting go of anything negative from the past when it comes to the relationships. So what you need to do, the best thing for you need to do right now to have that successful relationship is move on. Carry a lighter mental attitude, let go of anything from the past, because you're moving on to a much better and brighter time. And the six of swords says positive changes are on their way, a welcome relief from troubled times, traveling or relocating. So I just talked about that. So you may meet someone in your daily travels, you and your partner may travel together. That may be where you end up getting pregnant at. And I talked about relocating. I talked about some of you guys getting with partners and ended up moving in together. And this stuff may kind of fly by night. It may happen on a timetable that people aren't used to, like, whoa, that's happening too soon. But I think you just need to go with it and move on, and just know that you're going to be very much so abundant in what comes to you in the future. And like I said, you're going to be very much so abundant and successful. You got the six of summer. Cancer, we need this. We are always so heavy emotionally, and I think we get a lot of we get the negative energy a lot because I know me as a Cancer, I'm a realist. I don't live in make-believe land. I know what's really going on, and I know you got the negative and the positive, and a lot of times we get the heavy stuff, and we don't always get the light, good, airy readings, and this is very, very good. It just tells me you're going to have a victory in your career and just in your personal life, period, because the 10th house reflects back and it opposes the 4th. So you're going to have some success in your career that brings some money and stability to your family, which is really what you need going in this new direction with family and expanding your family. And the six of summer says, and I think you're going to like what people see of you, what you're giving out. So you're going to like what you get back. People are going to be giving you good things. And the six of summer, which is, this is not the six of wands, this is six of cups. It's the six of cups. So good thing, good offers because of the past work that you put in and just a victory. The six of summer to me still is, even though it's not the six of wands card, it still is a positive card. It talks about positive emotions, reminiscing on good memories in the past. And because of good things you've done in the past, it's going to bring good things to the direction you're going in your career and your home life. So this may have something to do with the past, going back to the past, communications with the past, and something that has to do with work or that was in your work or your home life. And the six of summer says, and also kids, the first two words on the card are children or childhood. Again, there goes those kids. It's going to be some Cancers having some babies in the next 6 months or getting pregnant in the next 6 months. So this says children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. I think I got both of these cards for either Taurus or Gemini, the six of winter and the six of summer. I think I got both of these for Taurus, if I'm not mistaken. So you guys may be going back to something from the past, and it may be something that comes to you through work, or it's about your work in your home life, but it's probably going to be a feel good thing, or it's going to be the type of thing where you think of the positive and you kind of think of the negative of the situation. And then in your 12th house, we got the ace of autumn. So again, just knowing everything is going to be okay. New opportunities for the career and the home life. I think everything's going to be new. It's really going to be a change and a set off and a start off of going in new directions of fulfillment in your relationship, your home. I think Cancer, this time next year that we talk, your life will have made a 180-degree change. Things are really going to move, and you're going to be financial, emotionally happy, stable. I don't really have any negative cards on this table at all. The only card I had that represents some kind of difficulty is the Queen Cups, which can be a difficult access, but that's just talking about you getting over yourself and you getting out of your own way and you seeing yourself as great as everybody else sees you. You have to be confident. Confidence is everything. And if you portray yourself confidently, other people will look at you in that way. So I feel like the only struggle that you're really going to have is that self struggle, that internal struggle, having that confidence and looking inside yourself to see that you are worth and you deserve all of these things in your personal life, your home, the kids, the relationship. And if you can do that, then the energy and the planets are going to bring you everything you need to make these changes and these beautiful, beautiful blessings come forth. And the Ace of Autumn says a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. And I think I basically just talked about all of that. So I don't think I need to mumble on too much more about this card. But the important part I do want to point out is this came out in the subconscious thoughts. I think your subconscious thoughts are going to stop weighing you down and things are going to actually change as you take action and you get more confident and you stop self-sabotaging and thinking of the thoughts and not being confident and down in yourself. I think once you start doing it, things are going to change in amazing ways for you that you can't even imagine. I just want you to talk to me this time next year so we could really see how different your life is, because you've got an offer coming in, you've got abundance coming in, you guys are going to be in stable, deeply connected relationships, and you guys are going to be pregnant and having kids and families and everything like that. It is your time, Cancer. It is your time. And like I said, I noticed the energy is changing for Gemini. A lot of times it could be my chart personally. I have Mercury in the first house. So it could be me personally where I relate to Geminis and what they go through in their life a lot. But as I see the energy changing with like the signs before us, I slowly and gradually see the energies changing for us. So good things are coming. Trust me. Trust me. Comment below, like the video so my videos can circulate around YouTube and also so we can talk about it, because I really want to know if Cancers feel this shift, if you see this shift, and if you don't, get into it, get into the mind of it, because what you think you can achieve, you can conceive. It first has to start in your mind. So all those positive thoughts, it's going to become your reality and it's going to become your world. You watch and see, Cancer. Just you wait and see. So I wish you, Cancers, all of the best as we go into September in the fall months. Any cross watchers out there, I wish you guys the best, and stay tuned. Leo's coming up next. See you guys. Thanks for watching.